Okay, I think we're back. 1720. It might take a second and it should be good. We did get Killer 7 that round though. It was just interrupted by my stream PC freezing, so I didn't get footage of it all. I don't think we got the last 2 kills. But we did get Killer 7. Absolutely demolished the lobby. Absolutely demolished. That would have been a phenomenal YouTube video. Shame. Shame. But hopefully the stream will be good. I changed around a few things. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, dominated that round. Man, I really don't have very much ammo. I think we're just gonna rock straight M80 and then just like spam fire it. Probably is not gonna be the best first Killa, but yeah, is what it is. Is what it is. Wait, really, Zip? Still? Our pay internet bill? No, the stream PC froze on me like multiple times. I don't know what it was. So I did the command prop where I verified the integrity of the files, and there were some corrupted files and they got repaired. And so I was like, okay, that had to have been it, right? And so went to open or restart the PC, and then went to open up OBS and all my like the YouTube page and Spotify and chat notifications and all that. Had everything open up and it froze up again. Like, oh shit. Okay, so it wasn't that. So then I went and had a bunch of files that weren't like transferring over or something like that, and I kept getting an error pop up for it, and so I just deleted all those files. They were ones shared with my editor through like a Google Drive, or like a drive that just auto uploads to. So I think maybe he had deleted the files, and then my PC was trying to find them, and then when it didn't, it would hiccup. I had no clue. I had no clue. But for whatever reason, I deleted him and no freeze yet. So it was worrisome there for a second, because usually if the stream PC freezes, a restart and that's it, right? Then like it's good, and it doesn't freeze for a long ass time after that. But for it to freeze like 4 or 5 resets in a row, rough. Zach, appreciate you, bro. It's the 14 months. What's up, dude? Glorious tonight. Huh? It's like a fucking 12th video for me. There, a new one. I would run free in that dude's head. Weirdo. Iron G is strong for loot and pulled 8 Letty say told from Ultra Medical. Damn, I need to get my keys. I'm honestly just going for Killa and kills, but I should be hitting these rooms. Like, we're on the map. Why not, right? I've got Ultra Medical, so. What up, Blaze? Yo. What up, what up? In Discord notes? I was going to wait and see if my PC froze. There, I did. Your ceiling painted now? Mm-hmm. It is. Oh, I unplugged the cat cam, right? Actually, it's plugged in. I'm worried if I power it on, it's gonna like freeze this shit up again. Please don't do a kick exclusive. No. Nope. I have nothing against Kick. I hope they do well. A Kick exclusive. The possibility of that fucking with my career is too high, and it would require a life-changing amount of money. You know what I mean? And I don't think they're doing those types of deals anymore.
DR Purple 1300.
I think now that I think they're okay with like multi-streaming.
The last 3 years,
I don't think they have a problem with
got
it.
Cut short today. The barber said the new haircut made me look like Kim Jong-un Kek.
That's not the. That's an interesting haircut. I'm curious. You should send me a picture of it. Thanks, Purple. Much love, brother. But yeah, I hope Kick does well. I mean, competition's healthy, so I wouldn't be opposed to like streaming on Kick in addition to like Twitch and YouTube, but Peanut did it, and he had a hard time with moderation on it, and some of the stuff that flies on that website is a little risky. And Peanut said within like minutes, the first emote ever posted was a porn emote or something like that. And it's just like, I don't think Killa's over there. We're gonna wrap around. Yeah, J-Bob would moderate it. I love YouTube. I love Twitch. I love the communities that we've built on both platforms. I haven't ever built a community on Kick at all, so it really would just be very random on who would show up on those first streams, and I just I don't know. Oh, that's Killer right there. We need to push that. I don't think I would ever do the exclusivity deal. I'd multi-stream there probably just because it because I'm already multi-streaming, so like why not, right? Might as well stream to Kick and Twitter. This guy killed Killa for sure. Oh, nice. Well played, well played. Well played, sir. Well played. That single fire was going to be tough there. He killed Killa anyway, so like I wasn't going to get to it, unfortunately. I was not going to get to it. We only had M82, so this is going to be kind of risky. We were running low on M61, and I had the gun in my hands already, so I was like, fuck it, we'll run it, but TikTok and Instagram too. Instagram, yes. TikTok, I think you get banned too quickly on TikTok. Get banned too quickly on TikTok. But I definitely would be down to on Instagram. I probably will here soon. Because again, if we're already multi-streaming, why not, right? Not really any reason not to. Really excited by Tarkov. When you getting it? I'm excited for you, dude. It's a very fun game. It's a very fun game. It's my favorite game, actually. About Rumble? No, Rumble's like more political and stuff like that. More political content. Maybe in the future. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it. I don't think Rumble is too much into gaming at the moment. I think they're working towards that though. But the reason I wanted to start with just YouTube and Twitch is and on multi-streaming instead of trying to just dive into the deep end, I wanted to ease into it. Oops, one. Start with YouTube and Twitch together because I know that would we already have the community there. And if we like that, then we could branch out and do other multi-streaming. Which Twitter is easy because Twitter you don't have like comments and shit like that. I don't think you do, but it's not like a moving chat. You don't have your Twitter chat open. Oh, we already had that. What am I doing? We're gonna buy Grizzly. I just SheefGG. Not me. Not me. Not me. I don't think we're missing anything. Soon to get another SJ6. Kind of expensive popping SJ6 every round, but man, it really does help with sprinting inside the mall. Really does help with sprinting inside the mall. Gotcha, company. Nine can't get a really good squad off me. For some reason, damn. The goons, they're kind of fun to fight a little bit. It can be annoying whenever you don't find them. To the paint shop already? Yes. Let me see if I can get this going. Well, it doesn't freeze. Yeah, there's the ceiling. We got that painted yesterday. The room is completed now, so I can finally do the room tour. Pretty cool. Probably film that next week. I guess unless, depending on what Arc Raiders does, I might have no fucking life this next week. Just absolutely W key Arc Raiders. We'll send that shit. Yeah, what Zyko said, Frosty, I'll always go with standard edition off the start. Always go with standard edition off the start. YouTube stream dead? Shouldn't be. I'm looking at. Should be good. It's a game sponsored display for doors. This one is a cat cam. Just the cats aren't there. But my other ones are all like screwed into place, so I can't move them. The cat cam's on like a tripod that I can just move around really easily. Went on with Arc Raiders this weekend. Rumored release on Friday. Or we'll like play test or beta or yeah. Appreciate it, Nathan's. Peanut's not on yet. Your kit. Back on. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Too much shooting IRL? Not a ton. Not as much as I would like to do. Not as much as I would like to do. I will say the next house I get, I'm gonna try and get some land and get some shooting set up on it. That'd be sick to have my own range. Like one of the outdoor ones that's long, like you're shooting rifles and shit. That'd be fun. That'd be really fun. In Oklahoma, it's possible. It's pretty easy actually. It's not like, but it is pretty actually. Overall, I'd say yeah, it's definitely possible. Because Oklahoma's got very cheap cost of living and there's a lot of land, so it'd be cool. But that won't be until after I'm done streaming because it's hard to find good internet in those places. So the consistency of the internet, yeah, let's make that difficult here. Yo, what up, Adam? What up? What up? Demolition Ranch GG. Nah, but I spend so much time streaming, and then my free time, I just bought the house last year, so this first year has been project after project after project after project after project after project. It's been fun, but I've had no free time. It's just one thing after another. The stream room's finished now. That's nice. Oh my gosh, dude. I didn't even realize you could step back up there. I thought he had to push up a little bit further. I thought it was a further drop. I had no clue he could just like peek right back up in the same spot. Rip. We tagged twice, but well, now we know. Now we know. I had no clue that he could peek back up like that. Rip. We're in Oklahoma. Everything is 800 plus just for rent. Outside Tulsa. But I mean, like 800 plus just for rent is pretty good, brother. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Our phrase today? No, we just said we had just 2 raids ago. We had Killer 7 and a survival with like a fuck ton of loot. I ditched all of my loot and left with all theirs and a massive bag full of loot. That's Interchange though, honestly. Interchange, it's just especially during these events, what it turns into is a portion of the raids gonna die on this spawn and trying to run in. It's just gonna happen. That's Interchange. That's just Interchange. You're gonna get spawns on the outside of the mall and your opponents will get spawns that will just put them close to the mall, and they're going to be able to set up as you're trying to run in, and you're going to get got. That's just interchange. So that's going to be about a third of the raids, just right there. On these events where interchange will be packed, it's going to be a third of the raids. On normal runs where interchange isn't going to be as packed and won't, not every slot's going to be full, maybe 1 out of every 5 raids, well, that's going to be the case, right? And then probably 1 out of the other 3 raids, you're going to get got by a Killa hunter. And that Killa hunter is going to have probably like a Ash 12 with a level 4 armor and no helmet, maybe a face mask, or if a face cover and some ears, some cheap ears, and they're running no backpack, like basically a kit that you're not going to want, you're not going to touch most of the time, unless you're a Timmy and stuff, right? And then the other third is going to be the pop-in raids where you just end up killing the guy off spawn, because you're going to run into someone off spawn, and you end up killing a couple of those Killa hunters, and then you end up killing a couple chats, right? Like, those are the raids that make it worth it. Interchange by design is it's a meat grinder on the outside trying to get in. But knowing that, no, I don't think we've had that bad of raids, to be quite honest with you, because we had that one. We've done what, 3 or 4 raids? Like, we had that one raid where we popped the fuck off, and that's about normal with Tarkov. You got that one raid where you pop the fuck off, makes it all worth it. And the rest of the raids are die on spawn, die to the, the kit that. And it's not always like. Not always the Killa hunter kit, but the best way to phrase it is 1/3 of the time you're going to die to that kit that even if you won the fight, you really weren't going to win that fight, right? You win that fight, you're spending more money on ammo than you're going to recoup from taking his kit, or you're going to get some meds maybe, right? You don't want the armors, you don't want the helmets, you don't want the gear. Maybe an AVT, yeah. And honestly, it's not bad to match that meta. Like, if you're Killa hunting, that is the best way to go about it. You'll get that stuff back a lot. It's lightweight, high kill potential. You can always swap for Killa's gear. You don't need a backpack, because you're just going to take no backpack extract, because you're going for efficiency. You're going in and out quickly, right? You pop that shit 6, you get in. If you do, and then also, if you're rocking that kit, it's easy to swap with your opponent's kit, right? So, like, if they were to kill me, it's like, boom, their upgraded armor, their upgraded gun, or, well, a new gun that they can just store in their stash, run it for future raids, because they're not doing that right now. They're focusing on Killa hunting, right? So the meta makes sense 100%. It's not the most fun to PvP against. Going well, one shot. Going well. And I will say, most of the time, Killa hunters also are probably they're probably pretty skilled players, because if you're willing to go for Killa 100 times, you have already given up on trying to maintain any sort of brain cells. You're like, fuck my brain cells. I'm down to just bang my head against the wall in interchange. And I feel like if you get to that point, you're probably already pretty good at Tarkov, right? Probably already pretty good at Tarkov. Because no sane person goes for Killa 100 times. No sane person does it. That takes a maniac. Someone that's already defeated. It's like they have the natural will to live, but they're already dead inside. So it's time to farm Killa. You know what I mean? Maniacs, I swear, maniacs. I think the best time, I'm on 35 out of 100, can confirm. Yeah, Theory, you're insane. You're insane. I think the best time to farm the tracksuit is whenever they do like the 100% spawn rate of all the bosses, and Killa's just included in that. I can't tell you how many times I killed Killa during that shoreline event where all the bosses spawn. That shit was so fun. That shit was so fun. I want that again. I would farm Killa 100 times if that event was going on. I'd be down. Yep. They need to do more events throughout the wipe. I think they're, yeah. I hope when 1.0 hits, they do focus a little more hitting us with events. But I think right now they're probably pretty focused on trying to get 1.0 ready. We had shots at from mall just now. We didn't have a very good spawn for... Fuck, dude. Let's say we did not have a good spawn for kill hunting. That's tough. I should have probably just went back underground. Left hand peek versus right hand peek. He's gonna have all the advantage in the world there. I should have just went back underground and through. We hit all 3 shots. Rip, rip. Straight to the hole. Yeah, I hate going up into the mall through that though. I'm not gonna lie. Just so many angles you can get spotted from. Rip, rip. Is 100 kills for the tracksuit? Yeah. Well, to unlock the purchase of the tracksuit, and you gotta buy it. All right, we need to lock in here. We need to lock in. Here, swap your arm then. Shoulder swap arm because it still sucks ass. I did go to shoulder swap, but the shoulder swap mechanic honestly is so fucking lazy. They could probably not have went about it in the most lazy possible way. At one, it's not even an actual shoulder swap, right? So right hand peek versus left hand peek still dominant, right? Right hand peek is still very much so dominant, even with the shoulder swap. 2, whenever you do this shoulder swap and